Successful climate actions need adequate financing, says Prime Minister Modi at TERI Summit. Meghalaya Chief Minister discusses follow-up process for HNLC peace talks with Home Secretary. Mizoram Governor lays foundation stone for various projects in Mizoram University. Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi inaugurates dispensary in Raj Bhavan. And India to take on West Indies in the first T20 of three-match series in a short while from now in Kolkata. A very good evening, viewers, and a warm welcome to Northeast News Bulletin. I'm Chongamla Thumra, and now the stories in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered the inaugural address at the Energy and Resources Institute's TERI World Sustainable Development Summit today via video conferencing. The summit is TERI's annual flagship event, and the theme for this year is Towards a Resilient Planet, Ensuring a Sustainable and Equitable Future. Modi said that successful climate actions need adequate financing, and for this, developed countries need to fulfill their commitments on finance and technology transfer. Meanwhile, the three-day summit starting today is attended by various international leaders, including delegates from over 120 countries.
More than 220 billion units of electricity and 180 billion tons of carbon dioxide emission per year. We have announced the setting up of the National Hydrogen Mission. It aims to tap into green hydrogen and exciting technology to power our future. I encourage academic and research institutes like TERI to come up with sustainable solutions to realize the potential of green hydrogen.
Ravidas Jayanti is being celebrated today across the country. It is the birth anniversary of Sant Ravidas, a 14th century saint and founder of Bhakti movement in North India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, too, on this auspicious occasion, visited the Guru Ravidas Vishram Dham temple in Karol Bagh, Delhi, and took part in Shabad Kirtan at the temple. Modi said that Guru Ravidas had dedicated his life to eliminate caste system and untouchability from the society, which is an inspiration for everyone. He also said that the ongoing construction work in memory of Guru Ravidas in Kashi is progressing with full grandeur. Meanwhile, lakhs of people converged at the Sri Guru Ravidas Janamsthan Mandir, Sir Govardhanpur in Varanasi to celebrate his anniversary.
जब ऐसा होगा तो स्वाभाविक रूप से रविदास जी प्रसन्न होंगे ही, ये संत रविदास जी ने कहा है। साथियों, सबका साथ सबका विकास के मंत्र, उस मंत्र को लेकर के चल रही भाजपा का आदर्श भी संत रविदास जी के शब्दों से प्रेरणा लेकर के हम आगे बढ़ते हैं।
Music composer and singer Bappi Lahiri passed away at a Mumbai hospital last night. He was 69. Known for delivering popular songs in several films in the late 70s and 80s, like Chalte Chalte, Disco Dancer and Sharabi, he ruled the music industry for several years. Bappi Da, as he was fondly called by the film fraternity, was also called the father of disco music in India. Meanwhile, the singer's family, in an official statement, said that Lahiri's funeral will be held tomorrow after the arrival of his son from the US. Tributes flowed in from all corners as news of the demise of Bappi Lahiri spread across the nation. Meanwhile, President Ramnath Kovind took to his Twitter handle and forwarded his condolences and said that Bappi Lahiri was a matchless singer-composer. Prime Minister Narendra Modi too tweeted that Bappi Lahiri's music was all-encompassing and beautifully expressed diverse emotions. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur also expressed his condolences and said that Lahiri's music transcended generations and was loved across the world. In a recent and important development, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today met the Home Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, to discuss and follow up the required process required to take forward the peace talks with HNLC. Meanwhile, taking to his Twitter handle, Sangma expressed that the government is committed to see-through initiative. Time for a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay with us.
Come on boys, let's go practice.
अरे रुक यार, मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में गलत एंट्री का प्रॉब्लम हो गया है।
अरे तो बैंक को कंप्लेन करना।
बैंक को लिखे 1 महीना हो गया है, बट वो गूगली पे गूगली डाले जा रहा है।
तो आरबीआई के बैंकिंग लोकपाल को इन्फॉर्म करो।
रुक, मैं समझाता हूँ। जैसे क्रिकेट में थर्ड अंपायर, वैसे ही आरबीआई का बैंकिंग ओम्बुड्समैन। आरबीआई कहता है अगर बैंक आपकी कंप्लेंट को 1 महीने में नहीं सुलझाता तो आप आरबीआई के कंप्लेंट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम पर ऑनलाइन कंप्लेंट कर सकते हैं। ये आरबीआई का आसान तरीका है आपकी कंप्लेंट सुलझाने का, और वो भी फ्री।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. Mizoram Governor Dr. Hari Babu Kambampati laid the foundation stone for various projects in Mizoram University today at the Untitled University campus. The governor expressed his sincere gratitude to the central government for approving funds amounting to over 60 crore rupees for these projects. Meanwhile, he said that despite being a relatively young university, the university has managed to become one of the better universities in the country, and also applauded the cumulative efforts of all the stakeholders and the tireless efforts of the current administration. He further emphasized on the need for skill development and challenged the faculties to produce more job creators instead of educated job seekers as per the frameworks of the NEP 2020. Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi today inaugurated a dispensary inside the Raj Bhavan campus in Guwahati with an objective to provide quality medical facilities to its employees and security staff round the clock. Meanwhile, Mukhi urged every staff and worker of his office to avail the benefits of the dispensary. Equipped with separate beds for women and men, OPD, laboratories and a pharmacy, the dispensary also has a number of 21 staff, including 5 doctors, who will be catering to 350 employees and security staff of Raj Bhavan. Meanwhile, Assam Health and Family Welfare Minister Keshab Mahanta, who was also present at the occasion, mentioned that such separate health facility in the Raj Bhavan campus was a long time need.
आज इस डिस्पेंसरी का उद्घाटन राजभवन के अंदर किया जा रहा है। रोज हम सुनते हैं टेलीविजन पर, अखबारों के अंदर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का एक स्पेशल एम्फेसिस फॉर हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज टू ईच एंड एवरीबडी इन द कंट्री। उसके लिए मैं यहाँ उन स्कीमों का वर्णन नहीं करने वाला, किंतु अनेक योजनाएं बनाई हैं, अनेक स्कीम लागू की हैं ताकि हर व्यक्ति को देश के अंदर अच्छी सुविधा स्वास्थ्य संबंधी मिल सके।
6 NCC cadets who represented Meghalaya at the Republic Day Parade 2022 at Rajpath, New Delhi, were felicitated by the Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik in a function held at Raj Bhavan. The cadets were awarded with certificates of appreciation and cash prizes. Meanwhile, Malik congratulated the cadets and spoke of the importance of Republic Day camp and the role of NCC in nation building. It may be mentioned that out of the total 5 boys and 1 girl, Cadet Mary Milling, studying in St. Mary's College, Shillong, was the first cadet from Arunachal Pradesh to take part in the Republic Day camp. She was also awarded the Director General NCC Commendation Card for her excellent performance. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu attended the Oraya festival of the Wangcho community today at Longding district headquarters. Various development projects were also inaugurated during the visit, including a new circuit house. Khandu also inaugurated new police stations at Pongchau, Launu, Tisa and Waka. He further inaugurated the Longchan Circle headquarters, Model Anganwadi Centre at Dasatong and Primary Health Centre at Launu. In cricket news, India will take on West Indies in the first T20 of the three-match series today in Kolkata. Indian skipper Rohit Sharma has won the toss and has decided to bowl first. Meanwhile, Caribbean team led by Kieron Pollard will look forward to change their fortunes in the T20 series. Young Indian wicketkeeper batter Rishabh Pant is elevated to the role of vice-captaincy in the T20s. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh was called on today by the representatives of CF Fuenlabrada, Spain. The Spanish football team based in Fuenlabrada will be holding a trial at Hiai Turf, Achang Bigay and select 5 players from Manipur. Meanwhile, Singh took to his Twitter handle and informed that the selected players will be travelling to Spain in the month of May and will play for a full season which will be fully funded by the team. He also informed that deliberations on ways to improve football in Manipur were also carried out. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that the government is likely to start pilot projects funded by the Meghalaya Environment Restoration and Protection Fund to restore the environments in the next few months. The CM further informed that due to strict norms and procedures to be followed as per the National Green Tribunal (NGT), the process of launching the pilot projects had been delayed. He, however, said that positive response from the NGT has been received on this front. And finally, to end the news, the main points once again. Successful climate actions need adequate financing, says Prime Minister Modi at Terry Summit. Meghalaya Chief Minister discusses follow-up process for HNLC peace talks with Home Secretary. Mizoram Governor lays foundation stone for various projects in Mizoram University. Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi inaugurates dispensary in Raj Bhavan. And India to take on West Indies in the first T20 of three-match series in a short while from now in Kolkata. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.